What up, everybody? Happy Easter. It's Sunday. I got my guy Travis from at the Viker Podcast. We'll be right back. What up? How you doing, my guy? How you doing?
Man, I was
Happy
vibing to that
Easter.
intro.
Hey. You're on the list now. You're part of PNG squad, baby.
Oh, hey. All right.
Yeah, Travis is on there, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, hold on. Got to mute that.
There you go.
the channel going. But yeah, let the people know about you. When did you start podcasting? When did you become a Viking fan? All that good stuff.
Yeah, man. So I'm from Virginia. So I didn't think there was many of us in Virginia that were Vikings fans, but when I got on Twitter about a month ago, I realized I was wrong, which is good to see. There's a big community, especially in Northern Virginia, for us Vikings fans. But I started podcasting about a month ago, and it was really because my wife was just getting tired of me talking about the Vikings. Because she can care less. She doesn't watch football. I mean, she loves me and she loves the if we win, but she's just like, go make a podcast or something. Like, I don't care. I'm like, all right. Well, then I just did, and then here we are. So I'm more unconditional route as far as my fan base or as far as my fanship goes for the Vikings. I was more of a college guy, college kid growing up. I love Virginia Tech because I'm in Virginia. Michael Vick days, I grew up around those. I was lucky to see that happen. And I really didn't have an NFL team, but I was a Brett Favre guy. Not
Okay.
necessarily a Green Bay guy, but just a Brett Favre. I just love Brett Favre. And then I know he did a detour in New York when he left Green Bay, but when he got to Minnesota, just something about him being in Minnesota. I remember watching all the NFL Network coverage of him getting off the plane, and they're like, he's in Minnesota, Brett Favre watching. I just got really hyped, and I became a Minnesota Vikings fan right there,
Oh yeah.
2009. Probably the best time to come in because I get best of both worlds. You get a really good season, and then you get that really, really shitty heartbreak at the end. So I was like, all right, well, this is how it is, and it's how it is. It really is. And so I've been riding with the Vikings since, and it's been an up and down roller coaster, as everyone can agree on, I'm sure. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man.
Hey, we got Skull Mafia in the building. What up, Skull Mafia? We also got Skull for Life Barber 1975. It looks like he's from Virginia too.
Hey, what up?
I am in Virginia too, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Uh, we got Too Evil to Hope in the building. What up, Too Evil? But yeah, so last year's season, what was your takeaway? I mean, we had some injuries. Um, Kirk Cousins went down. Justin Jefferson went down. Marcus Davenport went down. I mean, overall, what was your thoughts of last season?
Man, well, on paper, I mean, other than the really bad start, the 0-3 start, on paper, right, we could have made the playoffs. If
Right.
you don't have the injuries to Jefferson, you don't have the injuries to Cousins, obviously, and I just look at it, man, it's just a shame because we really don't know what would have happened. The offense was really clicking. The defense was kind of trying to find on their own. But once both sides of the ball were clicking, it just they just had playoff formula going on. And then obviously Kirk went down, and you had the rotation of quarterbacks. You had Josh Dobbs for like 2 quarters. Uh, he was. I
Yeah.
mean, he was fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. And but it's just I don't know. It's just kind of it's like a glass half full way to look at it. It was fun to watch. There was some hope as a fan, as a true fan. You want them to make the playoffs regardless. But
Right.
now looking at the draft, you wish they would just shit the bed the rest of the season because now we're sitting at 11th. But it's dang if you do, dang if you don't. So that's how I look at it.
Now, here's the elephant in the room. Here's the question. Were you a Kirk Cousins stan or a a Kirk Cousins fan?
I okay. I love Kirk. I love Kirk. I've had the pleasure of meeting Kirk twice, and it was a great experience both times. Um, I'm a Kirk Cousins fan, but as far as Kirk Cousins, I wish him all the best in Atlanta, except for when he comes to US Bank this year. I hope he throws 4 picks. I hope it's at 4 p.m. because he was terrible at 4 p.m. Maybe a Monday night game. That's how I feel about it. I love Kirk, gonna miss him, but no, I was a Kirk fan.
Okay,
I'm a fan of anybody that wears the purple, but
there we go.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he did his thing in the regular season. You got to give him props when or props are due. In the regular season, Kirk Cousins did his thing. Now, when it
yeah,
came to playoffs, and it was time to make that extra push and have that just that extra, I don't think he
yeah.
had. But
I think it was
I'm,
lacking
I'm
there in
with
that
you. I wish
department.
him the
Yeah,
best. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, all the love he has is for his family. But man, if we get him season opener,
oh
man,
man,
it's
oh
gonna be
man,
on and popping.
oh man. Week 1 would be nuts. Week 1 would be
Oh,
insane. Yeah,
you've heard of Skullfest, right?
I have, and I'm really jealous that we don't have anything like that here. But yes,
So I mean, last year was the first one we did. So a
yeah,
bunch of the podcasters and stuff like that. So next year it's just the home opener game. We all get like tickets. We find a spot, we broadcast, but we try to sit all by each other. People, Skull Mafia came from New York. I
okay.
mean, people came from Canada. It was a good time, but man, if we could get that week 1 or week 2, oh my gosh, it's
That
gonna
would
be
be
so
insane.
good.
Yeah, that would be insane. Yeah, yeah.
What up, Norse? We got Norse in the building. Hey, everybody, my sound, or not the soundboard, but linking to my soundboard got all jacked up, but oh well, shit happens. uh North says, Barbara, where you at? Oh, Virginia. Okay, that's cool. All right, so this off season, I mean, people have the right. I mean, Quasey has made some questionable moves in the draft, but he's also made some good moves in free agency. What positive moves have you seen in the draft, and what negative moves or even positive moves have you seen in free agency from him? Uh-oh, I may have lost him. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right.
But yeah, we were talking about Quasey. So what's the good and the bad have you seen so far from Quasey?
Uh, the bad, I think it's the obvious one. The first 2 drafts he's had. Um, I mean that you hope Lewis Seen would pan out, and I don't think it's going to happen. And it's not just him. It's I mean, yeah, he did hit on Jordan Addison. He's really only had that one good pick. Maybe Caleb Evans is. Or, I'm sorry, Mekhi Blackman
Yeah.
was definitely a good one. But the good is, we just mentioned Kirk. Obviously, they wanted Kirk back. I think Kevin O'Connell wanted Kirk back. I think the entire front office ownership wanted Kirk back. But at what price? And I think
Exactly.
Quasey stood his ground. He was like, dude, we're not doing it. We're not doing no more than 2 years. We're not doing no more than this. I think they're willing to pay him the 45 a season that he wanted. It was just the terms, the length. And he stood his ground. He's staying firm on that. It didn't work out. He left. He went to Atlanta, obviously. And so he used the money that would have went to Cousins, and he absolutely cooked on the defensive side. And I mean, they hit the ground running, which honestly, it's not really something they've been able to do even in the Rick Spielman days since they signed Kirk.
Right.
not a knock on Kirk. It's just the contract was just kind of binding them up. So it's the good and the bad. The bad is the drafts, and you really hope this draft, which means this draft is huge for the franchise, right? You really hope they get it right this time. Um, it's we'll just have to wait and see. But going off the first two drafts he's had, you kind of I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this one coming up. So
Yeah, I I'm with you to where. So we got pick 23.
mm-hmm.
In my mind, you don't make that move unless you're going to try to package that up and move up at least before the draft. I don't think you would make that move because I mean, if you're the idea was to get like a lineman or an edge rusher at 11 and Penix at 23 or something like that, or to move back into the first round to get like a Penix or a Bo Nix. In my opinion, I think you would wait until draft night.
Right.
But
Yeah.
to where I think the plan is to move up, but if it falls out, the way depending on how the board falls, to where I think that's where he's talking about being flexible and okay, the original plan is to move up, get our quarterback. If we can't get up to get our quarterback and not have to give up the farm, we got a backup plan to where we could grab a quarterback and a edge rusher or lineman. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. You take that 23 and you take that 11, you use that flexibility and you move up. No one really has more draft capital than the Vikings right now. They may throw a smokescreen and say they do, like Sean Payton. At the coaches meeting, he said, "Oh yeah, the Broncos have all the capital in the world." No, they don't. Not as much
Yeah.
as Minnesota does. So yeah, you take that. You take that flexibility and you package it together. It's kind of a no-brainer. But if they can't get a deal done, like you mentioned, you don't give up the farm because it may take more than what the 11 and 23 have. Then hey, you sit at 11 and 23 and you get two first-round caliber players.
Yeah.
So or you can use that 23 and get some of that capital back. I think they have a lot of flexibility depending on what they do with it.
I love it. Hey, just like Skull for Barber did, everybody at the Viker podcast, I pinned the link as the pinned comment. Go give Travis a sub. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of him. He's part of the PNG squad now, baby. Just like how Rap got me in the game, we're gonna pump, support, and that's what I love about the Vikings community.
Appreciate
See it. You're gonna see it. I mean, everybody in the Vikings community, whether it's, I mean, we all disagree on something, but
yeah,
man, the support is there. The support is there.
I love it. I've been loving it so far. So keep
All
the
right,
love coming.
So quarterbacks. I know this first one. I think we both have the same kind of like, don't want them. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna have a chance at him anyway. But if we were, it's just the I don't know. It's the personality issues. It's kind of a Johnny Manziel
Yes, he's giving me those vibes.
Yeah, yeah. Hell of a player. Hell of a
Yeah.
player. Heck of a talent. We're gonna have to face him 2 times a season because I think it's a lock. He's going to Chicago. But yeah, he just kind of gives me, some Johnny Manziel vibes. Really into himself. I would pass on Caleb Williams all day long. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think if I remember correctly, you're in on May, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I like May. I'm in ACC country, so I've been able to see a little bit of Drake May.
See, of the 6, I mean, if we get him, it's going to be May Day all day.
All the
way.
Yeah.
But of the top bunch, he's my least favorite. I don't
really.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just the. I mean, he's got the arm. It's just. I'll watch some of his tape and watch some of his games to where some passes and throws are like, oh hell yeah, but then there's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm just like, what the
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the hell? What is going on there? I
yeah,
don't and just like his pocket presence. I don't know. I mean, it's all coachable stuff, but I don't know. For some reason, he is like Sam Howell, basically. I put up
yeah.
on Twitter his numbers were almost identical to Sam Howell's the
Hmm.
last season Sam Howell played and his last season, and I'm like, that's what I compare him to
Yeah,
where I don't know. I'm hoping KOC and McGowan. If the plan is to move up to get to him, I hope they could do something. Now, do you think he would fall to 11 with the JJ McCarthy hype?
um, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on New England. If we don't, if no one trades New England, including us, and they decide to just go defense or best position available other than quarterback for whatever reason, I guess you could see them fall because I don't think Arizona's going to take them. I don't think LA is going to take them. The Giants kind of confuse me on what they're doing. They kind of scare me, but they kind of confuse me. You just signed Drew Lock. You still have Daniel Jones. I mean, yeah, they can move off the contract, but geez, man, the cap hit they would take doing so. Um, I guess it's possible. I guess it really depends on how the dominoes fall with New England. But to be realistic, and versus being mathematical, I don't see it happening. I think someone like him you're going to have to move up for. Now, I put this on Twitter a couple weeks ago, and I got kind of flamed for it. But I said that Drake May was a project. He's not a day one starter. He's gonna. It's the footwork needs some work. The release, everything. You need to. Kevin O'Connell needs to get his hands on on
Right.
the product and let it marinate. You know what I mean? Let it marinate. Put it in the fridge for a little bit, then take it back out. Then put it on the grill next year. I think, me personally.
And you
But
got,
people,
you got heat for saying that?
yeah, because a lot of people just I mean they buy into the hype. A lot of people buy into the hype of a player, and
Exactly.
he's being hyped up right now. And one thing I've said to be real cautious about. Now I do like Drake May. I think he's going to be. I don't think it's going to happen to him unless he starts week one. But one thing I've pointed out, the last time I remember a lot of hype being around a UNC quarterback, it was Mitch Trubinsky.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, he worked out for a couple seasons, but he had that defense to back him up. So you just got to be cautious, man. All the hype around a player, it takes me back to Caleb Williams. We just talked about him just a second ago. It's a lot of hype. It just kind of makes me nervous.
Devin says the only thing for sure is Caleb is going number one. That's not
Yeah,
even for sure. For sure.
man. You never know. You never know. I can
Well,
remember what was the draft? Matter of fact, the Sam Darnold draft. We just got Sam Darnold. Everyone was going between if it was going to be Sam Darnold going one. I can't remember the other quarterback was it Rosen in that draft as well?
yeah.
It was between them, and then Cleveland just goes Baker Mayfield, and I just remember going, whoa. Like I didn't see, I didn't. No one saw that coming. So you just never know.
Imagine the Bears saying, "F this. Let's go get Marvin Harrison."
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison and a quarterback at pick 9.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, and
They
now
could
you're
get a
getting
Bo Nix because, from what I hear, Chicago Bears were the only one at Bo Nix's pro day.
Oh wow, okay. Hey,
you know,
wow. I mean, I guess if they really love Mitch Trubisky the first time, I guess they, I mean, they're going to go get him the second time if they go get Bo Nix. I mean, um, that would be insane. That would, I
that would
mean, I
rock the
guess
world.
it would, and I guess in a way, when you're in a division with us, right? We have our Justin Jefferson. Nobody else has their Justin Jefferson, and I mean, it
Exactly.
could be a way they go get their JJ. I mean, because I think Marvin Harrison is a generational talent. Obviously, I mean, look at his dad. So,
I mean,
um,
there's not a team in the world that wouldn't want Justin Jefferson on their team. And for the
exactly,
Bears
yeah,
to get someone like Marvin Harrison on their team and just, I mean, any competent quarterback, I mean, even a Michael Penix. Could you
Yeah.
imagine Michael Penix slinging the rock to Marvin Harrison, Komet, Keenan? Who was it? Keenan Allen that just
Keenan
went
Allen.
there.
Yep. Dude, it's brutal. It's brutal to think about, you know?
I mean, that's why I say it's not 100%. I mean, okay, 98% chance Caleb Williams is going to the Bears, but what's their GM's name? Pulse or
Polls, yeah. Hmm.
yeah, Pulse.
Yep.
He might do something crazy. he might do.
Honestly, I
Now
think
speak.
that scenario happens either way. Either they pass on Williams and take the best receiver and then take a quarterback second, or they get Williams first and they get Rome Odunze or Malik Neighbors at 9. Either way, they're going to get a quarterback and a really good receiver to go with that quarterback.
Oh yeah,
If you're a Vikings fan, if you're Green Bay, Detroit, you're a little nervous. I mean,
yeah.
because you're going to have to see that twice a year. And you got to give credit to the Bears. You hate to do it, but they played this out, you know, the best way they could.
So Charlie Boltman says it's Michael Penix or Bo Nix at 11 for me. I think those two are easily the best post snap in the class. Okay. And you would go defense on pick 23.
Yeah, I would assume so in that scenario. Little
And
Byron
FT
Murphy.
Natty Man says Bears going to take Williams and can still get a top wide receiver at 9. Yes. I mean, they're kind of they're in the same position as us to where they could be. I mean, if they're really if they value Williams more than Harrison in the long run, or if they compare Williams just as good as a Jaden Daniels or a Bo Nix to where all the other pieces, I don't know. I don't know.
What if they took that 9 and traded up in the top 3 and they had 2 top 3 picks?
Bruh.
They're like, we're getting every quarterback we can get. This is going to work. All right, we're going to find a way for this to work.
I'd pull out the rest of my balding head hairs. I'd be
Yeah.
like, man. I mean, they could do something crazy like the Texans did
Yeah.
to get Caleb Williams and to move up and get Marvin Harrison.
They got a lot of flexibility too. And I think a lot of people forget about it, and they have a lot of flexibility. They can do pretty much anything at this point.
Yeah, I like Johnny Newton too, Charlie.
Yeah.
I like him too. On Twitter, I made a picture of Johnny Newton and Michael Penix together. So, besides quarterback, what do you think our biggest needs are?
Well, I'd love to see them get and I know we have Jefferson Addison, and Powell just re-signed. It's going to come in the later rounds, but I'd love for them to find another really good dark horse receiver.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a need for our offense. I mean, Powell stepped up when he needed to, and I think he'll continue to do so. And he's scrappy, but getting another scrappy receiver like a Brendan Rice out of USC, or maybe you go bloodline and get McCaffrey, right, because of his brother and his dad. You go get that Adam Thielen type like player. I think that's a big need. But really, I think also on the flip side, you got to think about your depth and corner and safety. I think Shaq Griffin is a good veteran. He's going to play that veteran role. You don't really know what you have with Booth or Evans. They can't seem to stay on the field for whatever reason. I think it was Booth that got benched at one point. So I think receiver is a need, that third receiver, that true guy in the offense that you can find later. But also you really got to look on the defensive side of the ball at corner. I'm not really sold at corner right now. Not at the depth of corner. I'm sold at starter. Shaq Griffin coming in really helps Byron Murphy. I think he can play inside more now. He's not stranded. But Kyle Blackman, I mean, he was a stud last year. I think he's going to be just fine. But I think corner is another must need. I think that's another situation or another position they need to address.
Have you seen Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah, we watched the other night.
So I've been telling everybody Caleb Evans is the Ryan Gosling of Remember the Titans.
Absolute liability.
He's a liability. And
That's a
people
good
just
one.
look at me like I'm crazy. I'm all, I guess you're not getting it. You don't
That's a
get the
good one.
joke.
That's a good one.
But yeah, lately when I've been mocking, I've been trading a Caleb Evans, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've also been trading Lewis Cine to get up to the third.
Wow, I don't know how you pull that off, but that's
No. So what I've been doing is I've been trading to get up to the five spot,
yeah,
then to get from the 5 to the 1.
yeah.
I've been trading the 5 next year's first and Lewis Cine to get up to the 1. That way, hey, at pick 3, you're going whatever quarterbacks. You better be in love with 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
That
which I
aren't
think they
Caleb
are.
Williams.
I think they really are. I think it's 2 quarterbacks they're in love with. Yeah.
And I hope it's Jaden Daniels.
You like Daniels? You like
I
Daniels?
like Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm an LSU guy. My nephew goes there, so
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I what was it when they played Florida State in Orlando? So it was my nephew's first game. So I was like, man, we told the wife we got to go to that game. I'm telling you, man, that experience. I mean, it being in Florida, but it was a away game for both teams. There were so many. I mean, it was me and my wife, and the whole section we were in. There might have been 3 other LSU fans, but the rest of the whole section was just Florida State fans, and they were doing the da 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 and the bum bum bum. I'm like, oh my. She looked at me and she was like, this is more intense than going to a Vikings game. And I was like, hell yeah. And I loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Huh? Oh, hold on one. Uh yeah, oh, okay. I'm still here. I just gotta keep the wife had to get something.
All right.
But I'm still here.
Right
But
on.
I mean, are there any players in free agency that you think the Vikings still should look at and try to pick up?
That's a good question. Free agency, I don't know. No one really stands out to me right now that is left. Um, well, I take that back. Xavier Howard. Um, I think the interest is there. Um, I don't know what they're kind of waiting on. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's. I mean, but he has also said that he would take less money. He's open to
Right.
doing so. Um, yeah, I mean, I think the interest is there. It's just whether the mutual interest is there or not. He was a Flores guy. He loves Flores. Um, I think he would fit well in the scheme, obviously, just because he's played for him before. Um, yeah, I mean that would definitely give us that depth I was just mentioning in the secondary. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's probably really the only one I can really think of in free agency that we haven't got. I really wanted Snead from Kansas City, but I think they were looking to kind of. I mean, there was interest shown, obviously, but I think they're trying to save what they got to look for the future. Obviously, we have this draft coming up. We got to play our cards right. But as far as Howard, man, he's not. He's a free agent, so go get him. But I don't know. I don't know if there's any mutual interest or not.
Oh, so Charlie brought up something. So not gonna lie, if we stick and pick at 11 and 23, and both Newton and Murphy are off the board, I'm 100% down for McConkey, the wide receiver from Georgia. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, that would be the wide receiver position I was just talking about, and you wouldn't have to go find that dark horse late round guy. You'd find him right there early. So yeah,
I like
I'm cool with that.
Ricky Purcell as well.
Yeah, that's another good. That's another good one. That's another name that.
To me, Ricky Purcell is like a bigger, stronger, faster Adam Thielen. And
Exactly.
he would be able to
Yeah.
play that.
Oh yeah.
Young Cringe says, how about Bowers at 11? I don't know if we would need a Bowers at pick 11.
I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be I think it'd be kind of a reach, but you don't know when
Yeah.
Hawkinson's coming back. And I mean, you can't go wrong with another tight end. I don't know. I like Josh Oliver. I'm a big fan of his. I just don't know if it's going to work out. And he's more of a blocking tight end right now. I wouldn't be against taking Brock Powers at 11. I wouldn't be against it. It would be kind of a questionable pick, but
Yeah, it'd be very
yeah.
for what
I
we
mean,
need.
but he'd be out there until Hawkinson came back for sure. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I do think Brock Bowers is going to be a generational talent at the TE
yeah.
position. Sarah says, I'm not into waiting until next year. I'm with you. I think this is the year we need to get our quarterback, Sarah. I'm 100% with you. And like I said before, whatever one we pick, I'm gonna rock with. I won't be
Oh yeah.
happy.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And the funny thing is, each one has their thing that they're going to need to work on. So it's more of a what deficiency does KOC think is going to be easiest to work on and get them ready, in my opinion.
Right. Exactly.
Too Evil says Bauer will be amazing. Bob Sweet says stick and pick. Well, shit. We got 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes of mocking.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So what I'm going to do on this, since Travis is the special guest, yo, East Coast Gridiron in the building. What up, Dante? So since my guy Travis is the special guest, this first one, he's gonna be in control of the mock. I'm gonna be his little puppet, and he's gonna tell me whether he wants to trade up, trade down, stick and pick, trade a player. He's gonna be the man. All right, let me get
Let's
this.
do it.
Boom. All right. All right, we're going to go 7 rounds. We're the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to enter the draft. All right, before we start, did you want to try to trade up or anything, or did you want to just let it run until pick 11? You tell me.
Before I got on here, I was thinking obviously go trade up and go get one of those top 3, top 4 quarterbacks. But I'm seeing a lot of stick and pick in the comments.
Okay.
Let's try it. Let's stick and pick and see what happens.
All right. Caleb Williams went. Oh wow.
Oh, McCarthy. Wow.
Jaden Daniels. All right. So, little recap. Wow. So Caleb Williams went 1. JJ McCarthy went 2. Drake May went 3. Marvin Harrison went 4. Malik Neighbors went 5. Jaden Daniels to the Giants 6. Roma Dunze to the Titans. Joe Alt to the Falcons. Dallas Turner to the Bears. Fuega to the Jets. So we're on the board now.
Yeah. So none of the Jaden Daniels went 6. So yeah, none of the top 4 quarterbacks really fell to us at 11. So that's okay. We still got the other pick. I think Denver's probably going to reach on Knicks. I'm not sure, which is fine. They can have them. I say we go Newton here at 11.
All right. Boom. Oh.
Oh, they did not take. Oh, wow.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. So we're at pick 23. So I'm assuming we got to go to quarterback.
Yeah. Um,
Who of these two, who's your flavor? Bo Nix or Michael Penix?
yeah, I'm really surprised Knicks didn't go early. I thought for sure either Las Vegas or Denver would have got him. I'm gonna go quarterback here, but I'm gonna go Michael Penix.
All right.
Yeah, I know is
Bob.
the scout report here on PFF is going to be a little bit of a reach, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. I'm fine with that. We don't pick again until the fourth or till the fourth round anyway. So
Oh, let me speed it up. There we go. It would have just oh. Bob said Swede said Penix. Sarah said neither.
neither.
So hey, so Sarah, so in that situation, if we grab Newton at pick 11 and it was only Penix and Bo Nix at pick 23, you wouldn't want either quarterback? All right, so we're in round 4. What position you looking for?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go corner and see what we have left. I don't know what we're gonna have, but
We got you know what? We got DJ James. Now, hold on, let me look at something. So this Chris Abrams drain,
mhm.
hold on. I haven't looked at any of his film or in his tape yet, but let me check something real. Let me go back over here. Um okay. I was just checking to see if he was on the top 30. Okay. Missouri cornerback Chris Abram Drains met with the Vikings before his pro day. Okay. He hasn't been listed as a top 30 yet visit, but they did meet with him at his pro day.
Okay.
Oh, run difference 58. 5'11, 178. Seems kind of short.
Yeah,
He
not the
projects
tallest.
as a
Yeah.
he projects as a CB3 with CB2 potential in a zone-based defense, and he brings special teams experience.
Not bad. Let's look at James from Auburn.
Boom, boom. Oh, okay. He is 6'1", 164. Damn, these guys are little, 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 little bony guy.
Now he's come up in a few mocks I've done in the past too. DJ James has, and there's a few I've passed on him and went other positions. There's a few I've taken him. I mean I think he's ranked 105 or 10. Well, this is PFF, so he may be ranked different than Pro Football Network, but I think we can take him here at 108. I don't think it's a reach at all.
Which one?
DJ James out of Auburn.
Oh, okay. Boom. Come on down. Oh, shoot. I just saw this. Dante from East Coast Gridiron says KAD is a dog. Love his tape. Oh, all right.
All right. Hey.
I'm going to have to. Did you guys, Dante, did you guys do a film study on him? I'll go double check. I'll go. All right.
All right. So we're at pick 129 here. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Let's look up guard. Oh wait, I think we just saw him. The guy from Michigan.
Trevor Keegan.
Yeah. He's on a bad one. And then what's the other guy from Michigan I'm thinking of? I'm drawing blank for whatever reason, but
Let's boom, boom, boom. We got Trevor Keegan, Zach Zinter.
Zinter, yeah, okay. Be a little bit of a reach, I think, to take Zinter here at 129. I think he's hurt too. So he's probably not going to play when you get him, but he would be someone to have. I think he's going to fall, so we can probably We can probably hold off on that right now. Let's see. We are in round 4.
Round 4.
Let's go to receiver real quick.
Oh, there's your boy Malik Washington. Wait, do you like Virginia? Is that
He's a UVA guy. We don't like
oh,
UVA,
okay.
but he is a good player. He's a good receiver. Yeah, and he may be who I take here.
Got Malik Washington, Cornelius Johnson, Marcus Roseme Jackson, Taj Washington, Isaiah Williams, and Luke McCaffrey, the top ones.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take Malik here out of UVA. He's a hell of a player. He just played for a really bad team.
Hey, Skull Mafia. So me and Dante we were just watching his highlights real quick, but then we looked him up. Dude's injury prone like crazy. I mean, but the film and stuff we watched on him is what you want to see out of that player. But you could tell from him putting his body on the line so much as he does is why he gets hurt all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So we are in the 5th round.
Let's go running backs and see. I would assume Brooks is gone by now, but
Running backs. We got
oh wow,
Tyrone Tracy, Dylan Loabe, Dylan Johnson, Kamani Vidal, Cody Schrader, Frank Gore.
Yeah, looks like Corum is gone as well. So yeah, we're not gonna go running back here. Let's see, we're at 157. Let's see, let's go. There's so many options. Go back to let's go back to guard.
Trevor
and
Keegan.
See. He's still sitting there too. Yeah.
Let's see here. Interior. Still got Keegan or Zinter.
Yeah, and we got man, I really like Zinter. I really do. I think it's going to be a reach this early. Because he's banged up in real life. I don't know when he's going to be playing, but I do like him. I think, but here in this situation, I think we take the best one available. I think we take the one we can get some action out of. So let's go Keegan right here at 121 or 157. Yeah.
Come on down. You are Minnesota. Okay, we're still in the 5th round.
All right.
Didn't wait that long.
That's right. Yeah, because we have the 2 for we got the 2 5th round picks. Let's see. Let's go defense. Let's go defensive line.
Okay.
And if he's who I'm thinking of is still there.
Here, I'll do this. Let me go and I'll go edge rusher. There we go.
There we go.
You tell me to stop if you see the name.
I can't think of his name right now, but I think he's gone. I don't see him. And there's your guy right there, Green out of JMU. But he's going to be a later round. Yeah, it's not standing out to me. Let's go center. Let's see what we have at center. I would think the best ones have been gone, but let's take a look at it.
Drake Nugent.
Drake Nugent's there. You know what? Yeah. Let's go Nugent right here. Let's go center. Bradbury, your days are numbered, buddy.
I take it you're not high on Bradbury either.
I like him. I mean, it's just the injuries, and he's just so small. I feel like I don't know. But I feel like if you're not Jason Kelsey, you're not good. I don't know.
All right. We're in the 6th round, pick 177.
I did see Haddon's name come up in the comments, and was that the one you were saying was injury prone?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably try to stay away from him here. We are at pick.
Luke McCaffrey. Did we get a wide receiver?
We did take Malik Washington out of UVA. He was our 4th rounder, I believe. Which I'm not against taking McCaffrey here as well. You can always use him, but we can also go best player available in this situation, which looks like it's going to be Tracy out of Purdue.
Boom. Oh wow. How big is he? 6'1", 210?
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. And, you just don't know. I mean, Aaron Jones is a 1-year deal. You don't know how he's going to last all year long. You got to think Jones is probably going to miss a few games.
Oh yeah.
So you got Ty Chandler, which is a good 1-2 punch, but I don't think Kenye Dwanway. Now I think his job has been saved with the new kickoff rules, but I just don't see him being a third back at all. Man, let's go with the kid out of Purdue. Let's go Tyrone Tracy right here. So we've got guard, we've got center, we've got a receiver, we've got a running back, we've got our quarterback, we've got Newton in the first round. Looks like McCaffrey is gone. We missed out on him, but it's okay. We did get Malik Washington. Let's see. Go to defensive back again.
All right.
See if we can get a decent corner. Man, that Jarius Monroe from Tulane. I got to see a little bit of because Virginia Tech played the military ball against Tulane, and Monroe, man, his name was said a lot in that game.
6'2",
6'2". I like it. I mean, a little scrawny, but maybe he's fast. Let's go Monroe right here. Let's pick up another corner out of Tulane.
All right, and the final pick.
Final pick, man. Here we are. Let's see. Let's go back to the guard position.
Interior offensive line. Layden Robinson. And I can't even pronounce his name. I'm not even going to attempt to butcher it.
Oh man, I don't see anybody I really stands out to me. Let's just go back to the pool. We'll take the best available here.
Trey Taylor, because we already got a center.
Yeah, that's the kid out of Air Force. Yeah, we'll go with him. We'll take it.
We'll take it. All right. So this is the stick and pick mock from your boy Travis at the Viker Podcast. Hey, everybody, be sure to click the pin comment. Go give my guy a sub. He's part of the PG squad now. You'll be seeing him around. Hey, he knows his stuff.
Yeah, I figured the Michael Penix grade was going to take a hit because it's way PFF has him ranked. It's going to be kind of a reach, but yeah, but you don't really have a second or third round pick. So if you stick and pick, you got to take one of the quarterbacks there.
So we went Johnny Newton, Michael Penix in the first round, which is funny because did I nope. I thought I might have loaded that, but I did some graphic art with those two players on it. Uh-huh. We went DB in the fourth round, DJ James, A-. Got ourselves another wide receiver, Malik Washington. In the fifth round, we double dipped on interior offensive line. We got Trevor Keegan and Drake Nugent. Sixth round, halfback, Tyrone Tracy. 7th round, we got Jarius Monroe and Trey Taylor. Overall B plus.
Hey, look at that. We just fixed the Vikings.
Yeah.
We just fixed them.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, baby. This year, let's do it.
Young Cringe Gamer says Penix at 23 is a steal. They're saying he may go top 10 now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word on the street. I mean, ever since the pro day he had was really good, and that's just kind of how it goes. You see a player have a pro day, and they get that. Which I think is best to have a pro day closest to the draft as possible because it just does nothing but help you. I mean, it can hurt your stock, but it can also help it a lot. So,
In the Zone podcast says do one Yogi where we trade the farm for May. Got you. Got you. All right. Well, so in this mock, our objective is to move up to 3 and either get May or Daniels at pick 3. So whichever one falls to pick 3,
yeah,
is the quarterback we'll get.
let's do it.
And I'll show you guys. So what I do, like I said, Caleb Evans, you are my Ryan Gosling. So Pittsburgh Steelers. I just want to pick 178 and 195. You know, you can have yourself some Caleb Evans. All right. They're going. Oh, up. They wasn't feeling it.
Nah. We've seen enough tape of him. We've seen the 5 minutes he played. We're good.
They wouldn't let me trade again. Damn it. All right. Got to restart. Boom. Boom. Enter draft. All right. So we won't trade you away at Caleb Evans. But the Chargers. I'm going. So when I do my trades, I use the Rich Hill trade chart.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to give pick 11, pick 23, pick 108, and pick 107. But I want pick 5 and pick 37. I want us to get back in the second round.
That's not bad. I mean, you're giving up a lot, but you're getting a little bit back, and you can't hate that. That's not bad.
All right. And the reason why I had that one memorized because I already looked at the chart, and on the Rich Hill chart, they're actually they're plus 11 points in the chart. So, which is why I think they would do it.
Yeah.
Boom. Offer trade. They took it, didn't have to force it.
Nice.
So now what I like to do is trade again.
Use that 5 to get to the top 3.
Use that 5 to get to the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where, but now I want that 5. I want to give next year's first and Lewis Seen. But here, I want pick 3 and pick 68. Get us back in the third.
I like it. The interest didn't change at all either, so it looks like they would take it.
Come on. Oh, they took it. So
There we
are
go.
at pick 3.
All right.
All right. So we're going to either get Jaden Daniels or Drake May at pick 3. Boom.
That's
Caleb
it.
Williams went number 1. Jaden Daniels went number 2. So with that being said, Drake May, come on down.
Come on down, baby.
You are a Minnesota Viking. So right here, what I like to do is Braden Fisk.
Yeah.
Defensive line.
Yeah. I like it.
Come on down. You are a Minnesota Viking. Now, this is where it gets sometimes, see, it might. It's weird. So some mocks or some different simulators, um, they got Tavondre Sweat going way earlier, but in this one, he falls down to here a lot of times. To where in real life, if this were to happen and we could get Tavondre Sweat at pick 68,
Oh my
and
gosh, what a steal!
you got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're in round 4. We don't have pick 108 anymore. But this is where I would want to grab probably a Josh Newton, because we got rid of Caleb Evans, so we're going to need some DB help.
Yeah.
Pick 157. We're going to need a guard. Come on down. You're a Minnesota Viking.
I got Keegan again. Yeah.
Um, running back. Come on down. Because Dylan Johnson is on a top 30 visit with the Vikings.
Okay.
I know, Dante. I know. But I got to mentally prepare myself for this to happen. If I do it enough times to where if it happens on draft night and we move up to get Drake May, it'll be expected, and I won't be so sad. But so here I like with this pick getting a lot of Dapo safety. Then I don't think they're going to get rid of Bradbury right now, but a name that has been popping up, and when I use this other site, it shows that they're targeting him in the 7th round, is Matt Lee.
Oh yeah, the guy in Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, he like gave up no sacks and maybe I think only like 1 pressure. So that would be my center. So this is the Yogi Bear. Move up to 3 to get either Drake May or Jaden Daniels, and we got Drake May. So for Drake May, we got an A+. So what we did to get up to 3, we first moved up to pick 5 because I do believe. Let's see here. Oh shit, the Patriots still went with Malik Neighbors, and JJ McCarthy went pick 6. Okay.
Yep.
But move up to 5, then to move up to 3, and to move up to 3, we gave up pick 5, next year's first, and Lewis Seen, and we got back pick 3 and a 3rd rounder. So we were able to double dip in the 2nd and 3rd round at defensive end, or not defensive end, sorry, defensive interior. We were able to get Braden Fisk and a true nose tackle, Tavondre Sweat.
Wow, they're giving that a B grading. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That should be an A+ for that Sweat pick.
We went DB. We got Josh Newton, 5th round. We got guard Trevor Keegan and halfback Dylan Johnson. And in the 7th round, we got Katan Oladapo and backup center Matt Lee for an overall grade of A minus. I
Not
would be
bad.
okay.
I like it.
I would be okay with that.
That's not bad. I mean, we gave up a little bit. We got a little back in return.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Uh, Young Cringe Gamer says try Mock Draft Simulator. It's a more accurate site. We'll do that on the next one. We're hitting on an hour. It's Easter Sunday. I'll let my mans get back with the family and stuff like that. But hey, let the people know. Do you got like a video schedule, like when you post your videos, stuff like that? Do you got a? Are you going to be doing any lives coming up? Let them know. Let the people know.
I don't have anything on schedule for lives yet. I've just been kind of just kind of piggybacking off of everyone else, you and I was on with Dave the other night with Minnesota Sports Talk. So just kind of piggybacking off of you guys, trying to get myself noticed. And I appreciate you guys having me on. And anytime you want me on, I'm down. Long as I can keep up with the time. uh, but as far as a schedule, man, not really. I work night shifts, so I just kind of come home. If I'm feeling like a recording, I'll do it. Sometimes I'll script something up, or I'll just have some talking points, and I'll do something throughout the week. But sometimes I just come in Monday morning and just kind of hit the ground running. It really depends. But I just did one last night, and I had my first guest. I have not uploaded it yet. It's going to be uploaded this week. But I just had my first guest, and it was my 10-year-old son.
Heck yeah.
Huge Vikings fan, and he's been saying, "Man, I want to get on the podcast. I want to get on the podcast. Like, let's do it." So I'm still in the process of editing that one because it's like a 30-minute video. We did a lot of editing. We went to a Vikings game in 2022 when they played the Commanders, so I had to put a lot of clips in there of the game, and it was a good time. So we had a good time doing that last night. So that'll be uploaded this week. But I guess once I get a little bit more in rhythm, I'll have a schedule up and I'll post that. But yeah, subscribe to me on YouTube and I'm on
Speaking of
Twitter as
which, I'm
well.
about to drop his link in the comments again. Everybody go give my man a sub. That's how we do it over here. We support each other. Follow him on Twitter. It's the same on Twitter, right? At the Viker Podcast.
Yeah, Ed Viker Podcast on Twitter, and then it's at the Viker Podcast on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It looks like someone just subscribed to me just now. I'm getting some alerts popping up, so I appreciate you guys so much for doing it, man. I'm just getting started, but you know,
Heck yeah.
I know my stuff.
Before the show started, you were at 19. You're up to 26 now. There we
Hey,
go.
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what's up. I like it.
That's what's up.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
And hey, I'm telling you, once you start, if you go live with other people, you're gonna see some of the same names. You got Sarah, you got Vikings Gaming, Skull Mafia, Devin, East Coast Gridiron, Dante. I mean, you're gonna start getting familiar. Gary, Norpheus. You're gonna Bob Swede, Mister I Want to Mock. Skull for Life Barber. I mean, it's a well knit community. Too evil to hope. Now you're gonna see the comments from Too Evil to Hope, and you're gonna be like, "What is this man talking about?" Because, but no, Too Evil to Hope. He's an awesome dude, but he'll come in with grab Wentz, trade for Wentz, go get Wentz.
maybe
okay.
in 2017.
Okay, before you go, would if the price was right, would you trade JJ?
Oh, Justin Jefferson? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's damn. I haven't thought about it.
Because okay,
Gosh.
let's
I mean,
just
I'm
say
gonna.
so in one of my mocks, because so when I do a lot of mocks, I mean a lot of mocks. I mean, I'll be sitting at work and a thought will pop in my head of, well, what if we were to trade Justin Jefferson to the Bengals for a first, a second, T. Higgins, and a second next year? Would that be worth it? And in my head is like, okay, you would save $19 million. You'd put T. Higgins on a instead of a 30, $35 million a year contract, more of a 19, 20, $21 million a year contract for 4 years. How would that look like? Then I sit there and think, well, T. Higgins, Jordan Addison, you go get TJ Hawkinson, Jones, Chandler. Would that be a doable offense? I mean, would we be okay with that offense if we were to get a quarterback and still be able to move up and get our quarterback?
I think so. I think obviously T. Higgins is not Justin Jefferson. I think we all know that.
Exactly.
But you're not just throwing in some bum, or you're not just, oh, we'll draft a receiver. You're not doing that. You are putting someone there that can play, and we know he can play. He did it to us in the game this past season. We know he can play. I wouldn't be upset about that. I'd be upset about losing Jefferson, but I wouldn't be upset about the value you can get for him. If you can get any early round pick out of it, which I think you would anyway.
Yeah.
I would need multiple. I think I would need multiple early round, whether it's a first or a second. And if he were to go to Cincinnati, I take T. Higgins in a heartbeat. I think you're still giving that rookie quarterback a good situation to come into. You're still giving Sam Darnold a good situation to be in as well, because he's never had weapons either. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be 100% against it. It, I think in this situation, and it's why we're fans, we're not GMs, because you get attached to the player, you get attached to the person, and if you're a GM, you can't do that. So,
Yeah.
it's really hard. It's a hard scenario to commit to or even think about. I hope we don't trade him. Just because again, I'm attached to him. I'm not a GM, but if you put the GM hat on like you just did, you can get a lot of return for a guy like Justin Jefferson. And you got to think about too, man. Like he's going into what his fifth or sixth year in the
Yeah.
season. Like he's been injured last year, and what's left? How much gas is in the tank? And I mean, I think it's a lot, but
Yeah.
you got to ask yourself that question. So, man, that's
See that's what's hard about me being a Vikings fan because of what I do. Cause so I was a head coach, uh, a semi-pro team out here. I was the vice president of football operations. Then I was the president of football operations. Then I was the owner of the team. Now I'm the uh, director of player personnel for the new arena team that we got in Minnesota. To where it's hard for me to turn off that scouting and how to build a team to where I'm with you. I love JJ. I think he's like one of the greatest receivers. But then there's a switch in my head that goes off. Well, how many teams went to the playoffs last year without the number one wide receiver last year? Then I
yeah,
go, 14 of them did. So that's just me. But hey,
yeah,
I want to thank you for tapping in. Anytime you want to tap in, you know, you got me on Twitter. A lot of times, me, Zoe, Mike, I mean, there will be nights to where it's just more of a barbershop atmosphere to where we're just on there talking shit. I
yeah.
mean, yelling and screaming, but you are always welcome. You're a part of PG Squad now. You guys get those subs up, support my guy Travis. You're going to be seeing a lot of them. Any last words for the people?
Uh, well, I think no matter what we do, if we stick and pick or if we trade the farm, we are getting our quarterback of the future in just 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks. So just be patient. We've been patient for 6 years, so just be patient, and you know, good things will happen. We're gonna get our guy regardless. So
Hell yeah. And with that, Skull Vikings,
Skull
everybody.
Vikings.